Lake Erie, but folks here,
three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Jackson's throw into the hands of Pickens.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A gain of 32 that time.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. That in for the Ravens touchdown.
George Pickens,
his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski.
Leading him out is their quarterback, the former 12th overall pick. Some refer to him as the natural, Deshaun Watson.
And he's exactly the man you want control of your offense. Excellent arm, good zip on the ball, not afraid to use his legs when he needs to. And what he's excelled at doing is making plays when the first read isn't available or when the pressure's about to get to him.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones.
He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
The numbers for Jones last week, 17 carries, 75 yards, and a touchdown.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
And very little daylight there. They'll get a couple up to the 44.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And he will find his man on the outside. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down and 11-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
10 more there and another 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it second down. Watson. He gets that one complete to Wicks. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line.
That's another Browns first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They go back to the ground with Jones.
And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
11 yards there, just like last play. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now Watson. And he's got it. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Now it's Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there with an amazing diving catch.
And the Browns respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Here's Mecole Hardman.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain 1st down.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Well, the numbers for Andrews last week, comfortably up over 100 yards when cruising past that number, and 2 touchdowns.
How'd you like to be the D coordinator this week? He watched that game last week, and I know his first thought was, we have to find a way to take him out of the game plan. We cannot let him do that to us. I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
We love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Here's Jordan Stout now.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football, as they've got it 2nd and 7. Watson now to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. the middle, Jones. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Second down and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On second down, it's Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
They are coming off the game last week, which was a very interesting game, and Charles, ultimately it ended in a tie.
And that's difficult on teams because, let's face it, Brandon, they just don't know how to react. I mean, who does? Did you win? No. Did you lose? No. Because when you win, you jump up and down. Life's good. When you lose, you set your face in that stone look so that you show that you weren't hurt. I think it's one of those things that at the end of the year, you find out just how you're supposed to feel about that tie. Did it help you or hurt you in the standings? Then you'll know what you really should have felt that game.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They go play action now. Jackson. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Completes it to Hardman. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They go play action with Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Flowers. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 33. Jackson now. A short throw caught by Andrews. So no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The Ravens come in looking for win number 8 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Pickens on the slant.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker. And you got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, the ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive. Throwing is Jackson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Ravens are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it first and goal. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. Now it's Jackson. This is caught. They'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. George Pickens with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. In the second quarter, and already his second touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Tucker now to add the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive spans 13 plays.
And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Another opportunity now for the Browns offense.
They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Watson.
And this one too low.
You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, and that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Here's Watson. And Watson has enough for the first down yardage as he slides to the turf. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, are microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw, Watson.
That's complete to Wicks.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Over the middle, it's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Watson trying to get his guys moving. From the red zone now, Watson. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense, because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
So they are able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We start with a classic battle in the NFC.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line.
He'll begin the drive with a give to Jones.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
56 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Here's a give to Jones running left. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Throwing left side, it's complete.
And he's going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, that's excellent timing right there. Breaking off the route and being able to hit it right when he stops.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. On the counter, here's Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Ravens.
To throw is Watson.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson.
And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the 2nd half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now this throw caught left side, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
And a Raven 1st down.
To throw is Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flowers. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Jackson going to keep it running right.
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another 1st down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
He's got this to Pickens.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down, Ravens.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to stretch out their lead.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Cleveland offense making their way out.
They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry. Jones hit, and the ball's out.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now the first carry for an Ohio native. It's Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10.
At the 42-yard line.
Now it's Watson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Watson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Travis Jones
Able to record his 5th sack of the season. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on E. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 30. The offense on 3rd down, they've been excellent, 6 for 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Andrews. A gain of 3 on the play. And the Raven first down.
Now Jackson. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 20-yard line.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Ravens are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. And the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC.
A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
On 2nd down, here's Watson.
He gets that one complete to Wicks.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Watson now to throw. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Down at the 41. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the gun, Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Third down and 1.
They go play action now. Jackson. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some. And I think the ball's out. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
A first down carry by Elliott. Oh, fighting off the defender and able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game.
Second down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Jackson. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it.
And the Ravens are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
At the 9-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try again, but he will go backwards as he stopped for a loss.
That second down play nets a -4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. Now it's Jackson being chased out left. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
And now the Browns coming out on the field.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a 1-yard pickup up there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4, still 3 yards short, 4th down. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
It's now 4th down.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Ravens, the win is